Hi class, my name is Miss DeMarco and I'm going to be your physical education teacher today. My signal for attention is my whistle. When you hear it, I want you to put your equipment down at your feet and look up quietly at me for further instruction. Mo, can you tell me what you do when you hear my whistle?
Look up quietly at you and put the equipment down that much.
Yeah, good, thank you. You look up quietly at me and put your equipment down at your feet. So today we're going to be working on the smash, reviewing the smash like we did a couple weeks ago in class. And we are going to be doing a competitive drill with your partners. If we can get through this drill, we're going to start our Badminton Madness doubles tournament. So before we start, I'm going to review the smash in case anyone forgot how to do it, and then we're going to start the drill. Also, safety real quick, I don't want you to walk under the net. I want you to walk around to your courts and be careful with your rackets and just be aware of your surroundings when you're swinging it. All right, so the cues are spot, back, attack, and whack. So you want to get under the birdie. You want to have your eye on it at all times in a nice athletic stance. You want your racket to be like you're scratching your back, so back like this. You want to attack it, so you take a step forward with your opposite foot and swing into it and whack it. You want to hit it with a lot of power, and you want a closed racket face when you make contact with the birdie. That's when your racket's facing down, like this would be an open face, and then this is a closed face. So you want to hit it down, swing through, and follow through to your opposite leg. You also want your opposite arm that you're hitting with to be out to give you a little more force when you're going down, because the smash is one of the most hardest to defend shots in badminton. It's almost impossible for your opponent to defend if you place it right. So you want to make sure that when we get to our doubles tournament, when you use the smash, you want to, if your opponent's on the right side of the court, you want to hit it like front left to try to, so they can't get to it in time. And you want to make sure you use a lot of power on your swing down. So Chris, can you tell me what you want to use a lot of when you're swinging down to get the best? Yep, you want to use a lot of power. And can someone tell me one of the cues and what to look for and why it's important? Brianna?
Back, you want to have your racket like you're scratching your back right before so that you can have more power.
Good, you want to have your racket back almost like you're scratching your back in order to swing and follow through. Can someone give me one more cue and why it's important? Maybe on this side? Kelsey?
Whack. You want to, after your racket's behind your back, you want to whack it down with a lot of power?
Yep. After your racket's behind your back, you want to whack it down with a lot of power. All right, so I'm going to show you a smash a couple times, and then we'll get to explaining the drill. All right, Tom, can you help me? So you go on this side. You want to keep your eye on the birdie at all times so you don't miss, right? Like that. Oh, sorry. All right, maybe if you guys want to scoot back a little bit so I don't. All right, so you want to make sure you follow through like I just did. You want to scratch your back and swing all the way through. One more time. If you snap your wrist down more, that won't go as far back and it'll go closer where you want it to go. All right, so for the drill, you're going to be in groups of 3. So each group is going to have a half a court. So this will be the purple court, like this will be the red court. So you want to make sure that you're staying on your half and trying to stay out of the other group's way as much as you can. So there's going to be 3 jobs for each person in your group. So Tom and Jake, can you come help me? Thank you. All right, so Jake is going to be the smasher. He's going to be working on what we just went over, trying to smash it into either 2 of these hoops. If he hits the birdie into the hula hoop, he's going to get 3 points. And if he scores to the poly spot, he's going to get 5 points, sorry. And if he hits it anywhere in bounds, which is the green lines, he's going to get 1 point. My job as the grader is to use the sheet that's going to be at each of the stations. It looks like this. And I'm going to be looking for all the cues as Jake is performing them, and also trying to keep score of where he hits the birdie. So, for example, the first one is spot. Does he have his eye on the shuttle, get into position underneath the shuttle? So if he does, I'm going to say yes, check yes, and if he doesn't, I'm just going to check no. It's pretty simple. And then at the bottom of the sheet, there's a spot for your score. Tom is going to be the server, so he's going to be standing to the left or right if it's on that side, just the outside of the court, and just giving Jake a nice serve up. You want to get it nice and close to the net and high, because that's the best place to use a smash when your opponent serves it to you there. So go ahead. So Jake kept his eye on the birdie and swung and followed through. Maybe if he snaps his wrist a little bit more, he can get it closer towards the hoops. So and also at each hula hoop, there's going to be five birdies. So you're each going to get 5 tries, and then you're going to rotate positions. The smasher is going to become the grader is going to be the server, and the server is going to be the smasher. Pat, can you tell me what the rotation is?
Grader's going to be the server, server's going to be smasher, smasher's going to be grader.
Yep, the grader is going to be the server is going to be the smasher, and the smasher's going to come over to be the grader. So you want to do 5 real quick? He had a nice follow through. Still got to snap a little bit quicker to try to get closer to the hoops. Almost, if he keeps his eye on the birdie there. All right, close up. All right, that's good. Thanks, guys. So he's going to get, I think he had 2 inbounds. So he would get 2 points. I would check yes for he kept his eye on the birdie. He brought it back. He attacked it. And maybe no for the whack because he didn't snap his wrist all the way through. And then, so that's how the rotation is going to work. So when I say go, I want you to come up and see your groups that I have up here. You're going to go to your courts. Your equipment is going to be on that side. So if the grader stays on this side and the server and the smasher go get the equipment, and you can begin as soon as you get there and your area is clear. All right, ready, go.
Emily, what does it say?
Oh yeah, I didn't know if you guys,
Rob, where's the other?
do you guys,
Like always.
no, I know you weren't going, but I didn't know if you were playing or not. So there's another court that you guys can go. Do you want to?
We're playing.
Can one of you play with Kelsey and Brianna?
We don't have Josh. It's just me and him.
Okay, you can have Chris.
We're red.
You can have Tom.
What?
Tom was going to come to your group. Yep. All right, guys, starting in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead. Try to snap down a little bit more, Rob. So that one's out, so that's nothing. And also, guys, also, thank you for putting your rackets down and looking up at me. If the server gives you a bad serve, it's gonna happen. We're not all badminton pros. It's okay, just redo it. Don't count that as a try, just grab the birdie and go and start over. All right, you can go ahead, continue. Good serve, Brianna. Kelsey, try to face over here a little more so you're not going out of bounds. There you go, that's better. You face the net better. Good job.
Oh wait, don't.
Way to get your other arm up, Chris. That was good. And reach back. Good hit. Way to follow through. That was nice. Good serves.
You become the grader, and they become the server.
Mo, try to turn your body a little more also. Like, And
All right.
see it. There you go. And you don't have to hit your back. You just want to pull it back behind you. Yes.
Having a hard time.
What's up?
Getting it
What's the
into the
problem?
hoop.
Getting it into the hoop? Here, let me watch you do it and see if I can help you correct it. Maybe something that a lot of people aren't doing is snapping your wrist at the bottom, so try to snap your wrist when you go down. It'll get closer to the hoop. Good hit, Brianna. Way to follow through. Yep, so if you're just stopping like right here, if you want to follow all the way through and make sure, do you remember what's a closed face of your racket? Down, yep, so you want to try to, that's when you want to make contact. You're making contact when it's a little bit more open face than closed. All right, try again, let's see it. Make sure you keep your eye on the shuttle the whole time. There you go, a little bit better. Keep working on it. I'll be back to check on you, okay? Make sure you're following all the way through and keeping it, make sure you scratch your back also. All right, what rotation are you guys on?
I'm on the last one, right?
On the last one. Oh, awesome. All right, guys, listen up for a second. Thank you for putting your equipment down, Caitlin, quickly. All right, so you want to make sure I forgot to mention before, you're going to go through the rotation twice. So each of you are going to get 10 hits. And also something I'm noticing, a lot of people are hitting it out in the back rather than closer to the hoops because you're not snapping your wrist through at the end and following through. Also, keep in mind to hit it with a closed face. Kelsey, can you tell me what closed face racket is? Can you show me? You can pick up your racket and show me. Yep, so that's where you want to be making contact when your racket's closed face rather than open face. That'll help you get it closer to the targets. All right, go ahead. Keep it up, guys. You're doing good. Way to follow through, Rudy. That was good. That was almost at the target. Emily, try to get under it more and scratch your back more. There you go, better. Now follow through and you're gonna have it. Just follow through. Nice, Tom. If you just follow through more at the end, you'll get it hopefully closer to the target. Good serve, Mo. Good job, Steve. Way to follow through. That was nice. Way to follow through, Tom. Yep. As soon as you finish the first, you can move on to your second rotation. What rotation are you guys on? Starting the second? All right, awesome. Good follow through, Kelsey, but you can't hit the net when you go through. Make sure you... All right.
I had a bad serve. Oh, that was bad.
All right, you got this one.
I got this.
There it is, nice. Good follow through, Tom. Make sure you keep your eye on it, Kelsey.
Like adding more points? Or do we just leave it as our first score?
Yeah, add the score up next to it, and then
Who else? How many she gets this
we
time?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, one more thing. Abby, thank you for putting your equipment down. Abby had a good question. You don't have to grade your partner the second time through. Just keep track of their score and add the two scores from the first and second round up and to make their total score. So, Rudy, can you tell me what we're doing the second round through on the sheet?
Just keeping score. You don't have to check yes and no.
Yep, we're just keeping score. You don't have to check yes and no. All right, go ahead, guys.
That's the point.
He's a professional.
Good follow through, Rob. Way to get under it, Jesse. Good power. There you go, Jake. Try not to hit the net when you go through because that's going to be illegal. Did you get to go again? Have you done your second shot yet? All right, I'll come back and... There you go. You can just redo that one, Emily. What rotation are you guys on now? Last one? Okay. Good follow through, Brianna. How many more people have to go for you guys?
Abby and the last one.
Okay, perfect. Good follow through, Jake.
That was a good serve.
Make sure you keep your eye on it, Jake, so you don't whiff on it. All right, what are you going to keep in mind when you're hitting this time?
Face down.
And follow through? Yep, and make sure you keep your eye on it also. Make sure you just keep your eye on it, but that was a good swing other than that. There you go, better. You're getting closer. Keep working at it. Make sure you keep the cues in mind. You guys are done? Yeah. All right, just keep practicing. We're gonna have like 2 more minutes, okay. So just keep doing what we're doing. You just don't have to keep score or anything. Good follow through, Joel. All right, guys, that's all we have time for. So can everyone return their rackets and their birdies to your hula hoops? And you can bring your sheets and meet me over here where we were before on the teaching court. Take your sheet. Thank you. Right over here, guys. So half of you over here again and half of you over here. Actually, I guess you can, it doesn't really matter. Thank you. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, thank you. Yep. 6, 5, 4, 3, I'll take this. Thank you. 2, 1. All right, guys, thank you for getting back under 10 seconds. You just collect these real quick. Thank you. All right, guys, you did a really good job today. I'm sorry we didn't have time to get to our Madness tournament, but we'll start that next class. So keep in mind who you want for your partner for that. Also to keep in mind when we're smashing, a couple things I noticed, that if you follow through more, you're gonna be able to place the birdie closer to the net where most likely your opponent is not gonna be. So they're gonna have a lesser chance of getting to it. Also, when some of you are getting too close to the net, that you're actually following through and hitting the net. You don't want to hit the net because that's illegal. So just keep that in mind next class. But other than that, you guys did really good today. Saw a lot of people hitting the targets. That was really good. So thank you. See you next class.